Welcome back here to the campus of Central Wisconsin Christian, and we got our second game here tonight. Jordan King with you. Along with me, going to have Jeff Sauer and Cam Hatcher throughout the evening. And they got Parents Night going on here, and between the Springs and CWC, that's coming up here. We just saw Kohler and CWC on the girls' side. It was the final score of 54-41. Kohler got that done. Leading scorer for CWC's ladies was Samantha Braskamp. She had 11 points. Also 9 points for Taylor Hoffman as well for CWC as we start to get things switched over and ready for Springs versus CWC. And, I mentioned this during the girls' game. Last season, this was one that everyone in the state had marked on their calendars and kind of circled and starred and highlighted, and everything you want to do was on this game because CWC was ranked highly, one of the top teams in Division 5 at the time, and Springs at the time was the top-ranked team in Division 4. Maybe a little bit different for these teams in terms of their outlook within the entire state. I don't know if these teams are favorites. In fact, I know they're not favorites in their respective divisions this season. But these are still elite programs in their conferences, and these are still teams that expect to make runs come postseason. And it's going to be a little bit different if you're used to watching St. Mary Springs Academy. I've seen a ton of St. Mary Springs already this season. St. Mary Springs 3-1 on the year, and talk about what they do well. They get into passing lanes, they get deflections, and they rebound better than any team that I've seen yet this season. Talking about St. Mary's Springs. They're led by Noah Mowell, averages 17.2 and points and 13 rebounds per game. He's also one of their top deflection kids. He gets 4.2 per night. And then John Kuhn. Those are the two captains. Kuhn averages 13 points, 4.5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 deflections per night. And the only reason I highlight deflections, not going to be able to talk to Coach Krieger before this game, but Coach Krieger values deflections quite a bit. In fact, he wants his team to average 28 deflections per night, which is just an absurd number, and a number that they probably won't reach, all things considered, by the end of the season. Currently, though, they're averaging 25 deflections per night. That is a number that I'm sure he is plenty thrilled with so far this season. On the other side, CWC 3-2 on the season. Both these teams, by the way, coming off wins. Springs had a 68-51, a big 17-point win against Laconia, and really stuck their flag in terms of how they're going to finish in the Flyway Conference. CWC coming off a 1-point win, 38-37, against Sheboygan Christian from last week. So both these teams coming off wins. Both these teams have winning records. CWC is undefeated in Trailways East play. They're 2-0. They're the only team, by the way, playing in the Trailways East here this evening. Everyone else played last night. We can tell you about those scores if we need a little extra content. I'm not sure we will between these two teams. And Springs find themselves in a tie for third in the Flyway. WLA Amro still undefeated, and Lamira and Springs both 2-1 so far on the season. So I think this is going to be a good one. Any way you slice it, this is a tremendous Springs team. Don't let the fact that everyone's saying this is going to be a rebuilding year. Springs doesn't really rebuild.
No.
They reload.
Yeah.
And I think CWC, you could say similar things about CWC's program as well. And they're led by Brock Hookstra. 12.6 points per game, 9.8 rebounds per game, 3.4 assists per game. And the one thing I notice is that if CWC is winning late in the game, I think they're going to win a lot of these close games. They won 38-37 against Sheboygan Christian, just mentioned that. Listen to their top 3 free throw shooters. Brock Hookstra, 70.8%. Isaac Abel, 73.7%. And Jacob Shalma, 66.7%. If you get a high school kid shooting above 60%,
right,
I mean, you're doing a good job, and they have 2 players that shoot in the 70s. So this is not a team that you want to foul, and this is not a team that you want to get behind early either, because you know this team's going to be good from the free throw line as well. So there you go. This is your Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show. And coming up, we're going to have our Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. Able to talk to Coach Krieger just briefly because we were doing the game before. But, I mentioned a few things that he likes to see. And you caught up earlier as well Jeff, you caught up with the head
Coach
man from
Gibbons,
CWC, so we'll have that coming up in just a couple of minutes. That's your Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview with Dr. Chad, his team. They'll make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. During the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, we'll have our injury report, our keys to the game, starting lineups. We got all that coming up here on our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Take a time out. When we come back, we'll continue on right here on RP Video Sports.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 976 East Johnson Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 68 North Main Street. And Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
Add more joy to your holiday season and connect with the road in a new Mazda with standard all-wheel drive. Like the raved about 3-row Mazda CX-90 Preferred Plus at $469 per month. Come be our guest. Get more Mazda for your money, more for your trade, and say yes to award-winning hospitality.
You can count on their genuine guest care and no pressure. It's real.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Mazda, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefit and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops, with most installed by next week and completed in just one day. And because we fabricate our countertops in-house, you can buy direct and save money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Sargento has definitely given me some opportunities. I am able to live in a beautiful place like this, able to pursue all my passions and hobbies. They want us to have a good quality of life.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Hi, I'm Brock Rademan with the Rademan Stone and Landscape Company. As the first member of our fourth generation family-owned business, I'm proud to carry on the tradition of providing quality stone products to Fond du Lac and the surrounding areas. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Whether building or remodeling, veneer stone can add a natural look and feel to your home. Our natural stone is available in many different textures, sizes, colors, and cuts. Stop out at Rademan's and see our indoor-outdoor stone displays, or like us on Facebook to see some finished projects. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Welcome back here to the Home and Auto pregame show. Joining me now on the show is the head coach for the Central Wisconsin Crusaders boys basketball team, Josh Gibbons. Coach, welcome to the show.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
I'm excited because this is the first time I get to see you guys play in person. But taking a look at your record overall is 3-2. Lost to Abundant Life, who's ranked number 6 in the state, so that certainly gave you a good test. But then last week, Thursday, a good test was Sheboygan Christian. You beat them at 38-37, and then you go to Oakfield, which is always a tough place to play, and you beat that Oakfield boys team. So talk about how your season's going.
It's going well so far. Kind of how I anticipated it. Up and down. There's gonna be a lot of learning this first half of the season. Guys figuring out roles and whatnot, and how to compete hard for every possession. And it's going well. We're learning. Big wins last week. Really like how we played against Oakfield. I think that was Tuesday, and then Thursday. I don't know I think we had a little bit of a letdown after such a big game with Oakfield, but it was nice to see us still get the win. Not pretty at all, really on both sides, and but we were able to persevere and get a W.
Currently 2-0 at home, so it's got to make you feel good so far that you've been able to defend home court.
Yeah, talking to Worf, see if we can't get all our games switched to home, to help us out here. So, I stress the importance of defending home court. We have to defend our home court, go on the road. Hopefully we can steal a couple, and usually have a pretty good season then.
So let's talk a little bit about some of your players. Again, just looking through the numbers, I saw Brock Hoekstra sitting at 12.6 points per game, Isaac Abel at 10.4 points per game. And we were talking a little bit off the recorder here about how you certainly seem like you have the pieces. Now you just got to get them to gel correctly. So talk a little bit about your scoring.
Yeah, definitely. I knew Brock was probably going to lead us. He has the most experience, I think 3 years probably now on varsity. So Brock brings a lot to the table. Inside, out player, can score, all 3 levels. and he's won the rebounding title the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But he's going to get some competition this year from Isaac and Ben, so that'll be interesting. It's nice from a coaching standpoint because we're going to get a lot of rebounds.
Right.
And then, it's about getting everyone else just to gel, get used to playing with each other. A lot of new faces this year that have to play in the rotation, especially at the guard position. We have a lot of candidates, a lot of good players. So hopefully, this first half we just learn, get better, and then we really start to roll here in the second half.
So a couple of things you already mentioned about the rebounds, and I would agree with you. I saw Brock at 9.8, Isaac at 9.2, and Ben Emba sitting at 7 per game. So it's nice to have those bigs in there to help you out.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if I've ever had 3 bigs like these guys. It's a nice group. Very athletic. Isaac and Ben both can jump out of the gym, and Brock brings that high IQ and that savvy, and always leads us in rebounds usually.
Good physical presence in there too.
Yeah. These guys have been lifting and getting stronger, so it's nice. We can bang with most teams.
So a couple of areas I thought that I'm assuming you're still working on. I saw turnover seemed like there's a high amount of turnovers, and that might just because it's the beginning of the season again.
Yeah, hopefully. We were doing okay. The last game was not pretty. I think we had quite a few. So we stress that every day. Yeah, we got to take care of the basketball, and we work on it. So hopefully that'll continue to come down for us. We'll see.
And then the three-point shooting, which was a real strength of yours last year with the guard play that you had and the forwards popping it. This year right now struggling from what I saw, 17 for 85. I think we said that's somewhere around 20%.
Yeah, and that's just part of the inexperience too. I don't have a shortage of guys that like to shoot it. We just have to. We're working on the quality of the shot, and we got guys that can knock them down. So it's just again matter of getting reps, getting used to the game speed, and just we'll hit them. I'm not worried about it. It's been a little painful to start, but we'll get there.
So tonight should be probably a big rivalry, I'd assume, or something that's going to come up here with St. Mary Springs coming into the gym tonight. Tell me what you know about their team.
St. Mary Springs is always athletic. I mean, they have great athletes over there. They're physical. They're going to bring some pressure. This will be another real big test for us, another learning experience. You want to make deep runs, in the postseason. These are the kind of teams you want to play. So we'll be pushed. Something new for these juniors, the intensity of it all. So hopefully we compete hard, and we'll see where we end up.
Yeah, and I did say, looking at your non-conference schedule, I think you've loaded up pretty well with competition.
Yeah, we really have. We started that last year, wanted to get that group tested, and carried over into this year too. Even added some tougher teams. So I think it's good for this group. We're going to challenge these kids pretty hard, and the goal is to hopefully, come February, we're playing some really good basketball.
Absolutely, and we did talk a little bit about that off camera as well. Coach, what's going to make you smile tonight?
That we play hard. I just want to see us play hard and compete. Stress, we play an imperfect game. Things aren't going to go the greatest all the time. It's how do we handle it and how do we move forward and continue to make plays. We can't let things carry on for 4 or 5 plays. It's over, it's done. Let's compete and get after it. And you have to against Springs, otherwise you're going to be in trouble.
How's the health of your team, Coach?
Pretty good. A couple dings here and there, but it is what it is. It's basketball season and things happen, but we're okay. So we'll just throw the best guys out there and see what happens.
Well, I'm going to continue to tout this. Again, this is the first time I'm going to get to see you, but you came in here initially with a minimal squad, and you have really built this up, Coach, to a very competitive team. So kudos to you.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure to be here. We did start. We were pretty thin on numbers. I remember meeting with the whole school with boys. It was 26 guys, and just trying to get some guys in here. And the school's grown. This is a great school, great Christian education here. I love the environment. I've grown as a coach. Working with these kids, and it's been awesome. We compete hard, and that's the way I like to teach the kids.
Excellent. So we're looking forward also to some future coverage, but good luck tonight against Springs. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, just thanks for having me, and go Crusaders.
Excellent. So joining me here again on the Home and Auto pregame show was head coach for the Crusaders, Josh Gibbons. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on RP Sports.
At our store, it's about the people, and it's about the experience you have from the minute you walk through our doors. It's about serving you and listening to what you came in for. It's having real conversations with people in our community, and it's giving back. It's being a one-stop shop for all your electronic, appliance, and home furniture needs. Since 1922, we've been sharing our knowledge and providing pieces that make your life just a little bit better. Silica for your home.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. The design and selections perfectly crafted for you. With access to hundreds of floor plans, they start by getting to know you and your unique needs. Then, with budget, layout, and family in mind, Smith Builders design partners will hand select the best options, customizing them to fit your precise needs. The process continues in their showroom and partner galleries, where you're guided through the products and fixtures on display, customizing each selection in your new home. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
Hey. Welcome back here to the campus of Central Wisconsin Christian. We got CWC and Springs coming up at you here tonight. This is the Integrity Sun Tool pregame show. International Paper presents your keys to the game. Apply today at jobs.internationalpaper.com. And gentlemen, these two teams rebound the basketball ferociously. Yeah. And you want to hear something that's just perfect. CWC's played one more game than Springs. So Springs played 4 games, CWC played 5 games. CWC has out-rebounded its opponents 193-87. Springs, guess how many rebounds they have, Jeff? 193. They have the same amount of rebounds. They've rebounded their opponents 193-119. So I'm fascinated, and my key to the game here tonight is has CWC seen size like Springs? That's my question. And what's going to give here? Who's going to out-rebound the other? 193 boards is ridiculous. I don't care if it's 4 games, 5 games, whatever. If you get that many rebounds, you're a good rebounding team, and both of these teams are.
Yeah, well, Brock Hoekstra coming back again from last year. He's big, 14. You can see that he's solid. Ben Emba is out there also. He's shooting right now from the free throw line. He is big and can jump. Yeah. And the one that surprises me the most is Isaac Abel is also just a battler out there, and he can jump. So they don't have the super size. 6'3". Coach Gibbons was ecstatic that he's got 3 boys that are right around that same height. That's their bigs, but their bigs are also tough.
Got to rebound all 5 positions against Springs. Their point guard, Ben Anderson, he's a 5'10 sophomore. He's averaging 6.2 boards per game. That's a good rebounding team. Let's get you tonight's Sargento Cheese starting lineup. Start your new career at careers.sargento.com. That is careers.sargento.com. Let's start with Springs. We got to go quick here. Ben Baker, 5'10 sophomore guard. Ben Anderson's a 6-foot junior guard. Noah Mowell is a 6'3 junior forward. John Kuhn, a 6'2 senior guard. And Caden Pitts, a 6'4 junior forward. Those are the starters for Springs. For CWC, number 4 is Cody Van Herwarden, 5'11 senior guard. He's joined out there by number 10, Ben Mba, 6'3 senior forward. Isaac Abel is a 6'4 senior forward. Brock Hoekstra, 6'3 senior forward. And the final starter is 5'10 guard, a junior. Number 23 is Brant Billy, 2 Baker, 3 Anderson, 10 Kuhn, 21 Mowell, 23 Pitts. For CWC, 4 Van Herwarden, 10 Mba, 11 Abel, 14 Hoekstra, and 23 Billy. Those are the starters presented by Sargento Cheese. When we come back, we'll give you the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. If you got pain, see Shane and Dr. Shane Bauer, his folks, the fine folks over there at Bauer Chiropractic, and we'll have our opening tip-off presented by Right Way Home Improvement. Hope you'll stay with us. We got a good one coming here between CWC and Springs. Coming back after this.
Cornelli, I'm the owner of Tavern on the Avenue, Bob's on the Avenue, Just Love Coffee on the Avenue. Just Love Coffee is a franchise out of Nashville, Tennessee. We actually interviewed 30 different people, and these people are above and beyond better than anybody else. 90% of the money that is made in the coffee shop is donated to charities. There's nothing in Fond du Lac like this business. It's very upscale, it's family oriented. We got kids games, the kids can play their games, the families can come here at birthday parties and have coffee at the same time.
I'm not ready for Christmas this year.
All the decorating, cooking, and shopping to be done.
We don't have time to elf around. We gotta get down to Camera Casino where they got something for everyone on our list.
Cameras, accessories, prints, and photo gifts. Wow, we can get all our shopping done right there and fast. Do you think they have reindeer wash there too?
I'm getting too old for this.
Happy holidays from Camera Casino, now open every day through Christmas.
Hi, this is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. As an estimator, moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. It's all of your goods on the move or in storage, and you want it cared for, whether it's moving their business, building a new home, moving out of state, moving across town. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac, making your move and storage of goods simple. Guess what? We are hiring at Dufresne Moving and Storage for labor and driving positions. Stop in at 800 Morris Street for an application and interview. Stop now.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com. Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
Back here at Central Wisconsin Christian School, welcome back. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. They're introducing you to the starters for both teams. I told you about those before, presented by Sargento Cheese. And there you go. Kyle Krieger coaches the Ledgers, and Josh Gibbons coaches Central Wisconsin Christian. Moving on to the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report, got Payne C. Shane, Dr. Shane Bauer, and the folks over at Bauer Chiropractic. Springs can be without Sam Lucas tonight. Okay, I must be bad luck here for Springs. 3 games I've done for Springs. Those are the 3 games this season that Baker has not been available for Coach Krieger, and it's a big loss. 6'1" senior guard for them. See if they're able to get him back later on in the season, but he's not going to go tonight. Just to remind you of the starters that are going to play for Springs: Ben Baker, Ben Anderson, John Kuhn, Noah Mowell, and Caden Pitts. And for Central Wisconsin Christian, Cody Van Herwarden, Ben Emba, Isaac Abel, Brock Hoekstra, and Brant Billy. Those are the starters for both teams, and we are just about ready for our Right Way Home Improvement opening tip-off. From doors and gutters to roofs and sidings, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today. Contact Right Way Home Improvement for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999. That's 929-8999 or visit rightwaybuilt.com. That's rightwaybuilt.com. I love it here, man. They give you the big game atmosphere at Central Wisconsin Christian. It is loud in this building, and it gets you hyped up and ready to play a basketball game. That is for sure. Out of the Flyway Conference, the Ledgers, who are currently sitting in a tie for third. And if you use winning percentage, CWC is tied for first. If you use wins, they're fourth in the Trailways East. It doesn't matter what you use, because this is non-conference, and none of that matters. So you throw it out of the way. But there you go. I did my due diligence here tonight. Springs in their road blues. They got the black down the side, kind of speckled with white. White numbers and letters with the black trim. Got the white cross on the left shoulder and the Jordan symbol on the right shoulder. How could you not want to wear Jordan jerseys, right? And the Crusaders in their home whites with the CWC logo right in the top of the back. And the trim is with yellow with blue numbers and letters. And here we go, Springs and CWC. Here's Ben Anderson down the corner, and John Kuhn's going to pop top of the key. Nice shot fake there from Kuhn, and they're going to try to get Mowell to roll. Instead, it's Pitts near side. Pitts on the drive, working on Emba. And Mowell has it now on the near side. Mowell averages 17.2 points per night. And here is Ben Anderson. He's had a nice couple of games for Springs to start the season. John Kuhn, one of the captains, drives left side, and this one's batted away. And a steal here early on. That's Abel with the steal. And on the near side, this is Van Herwarden down to Hoekstra. Hoekstra working on Mowell. This is going to be a fascinating matchup between these two. These are a couple of real players here. Emba has it and kicked out to the top of the key. Between the circles is Herwarden, and Emba's got it underneath. Nice move up and under. Can't get it to go. And it's tapped around. Rebound secured. There he is, Ben Baker, the 5'10 sophomore. He gets 6 of those per night.
Yeah, you said that. He's going to be in there battling for boards.
Here's John Kuhn, middle of the paint. Nice up and under move. Kicks it to Pitts in the corner. Mowell finds it in the short corner. Guarded by Hoekstra. Ben Anderson working on a tough Crusaders defense. I'm not sure Springs has seen a defensive group quite like CWC yet this season. Here's John Kuhn, free for three, missed it, deep. Offensive rebound, Caden Pitts. And Pitts gets it blocked underneath, that's Abel. Abel's got one big defensive possession and then a block there. Here's the three from Ben Anderson, missed it. Baker got his nose in there. Instead, it's out with Van Herwarden. Kicks it to the near side, triple on the way. This one's strong, and the first shot for Brant Billy is a little bit too much, and rebound was with John Kuhn. Frantic pace here early. Here's Kuhn between the circles, down to Mowell. See if Mowell goes to work for the first time. He does. Kicks it out to Pitts. Caden Pitts drives, spins. Kuhn, Anderson, Baker. Ben Baker looking into Mowell. Mowell, drop step, has it stripped away. And once again, it's Abel on the defensive side of the floor. He's got 3 or 4 deflections already, and we've only had 3 possessions. Anderson thought about stepping into a 3. Gets it top of the key. This is Baker between the circles, working and getting a foul called here on Cody Van Herwarden.
What an extended man-to-man defense for the CWC Crusaders. And you got to give a huge props also to Springs for being patient enough.
Yeah, and being able to handle the physicality. I wondered when that first foul was going to come. How much are they going to let the physicality play out? And you just hope for not too many whistles here this evening, at least from a neutral standpoint. Here's Pitts, nice take, and Mba with a swat. The chase down block on Caden Pitts. Here comes Hoekstra working on Mowell. Nice job by Mowell to go straight up and down and use Hoekstra's momentum against him. Now Hoekstra gets the steal in the backcourt. Is that a tie-up? No. And there's a battle here between Mba and Pitts. Did they get a foul? No. Mba was sitting out of bounds, and the ball goes back to Springs. I'll tell you what, that was some chase down block on Caden Pitts from Ben Mba. So still scoreless here. Good defense. I mean, you knew both these teams were going to bring it. Both well coached. Offensive foul, Ben Anderson going back the other way. And that one was sold well from Brant Billy. Billy not using his hands to defend, using the feet, using the belly, and that's how you defend.
Right, reaching out to try and swat the ball away. And
Caden Krusik going to come in. He's the first man off the bench each night for Springs. In his first action here, about 3 minutes into this one. Van Herwarden Emba, far side. Nice cut through there for Abel. Isaac Abel's first opportunity underneath. He goes in with the floater, and he makes it. Isaac Abel.
Stepped over the line.
And Ben Anderson turns it over. A couple of turnovers for Ben Anderson. Stepped over the line that time and just earlier had the offensive foul. Tell you what, Isaac Abel has been the best player so far for CWC. He's got a block. He's got 2 deflections, a steal, and the first 2 points for the Crusaders. Here's a Hoekstra shot. That was a awkward-looking shot there from Brock Hoekstra, but it's good, and it was a long 2. Into the front court. Here comes Springs. Going down the lane goes Krusik. Oh, a lot of contact there. Springs didn't like it. And we're coming back the other way. Here is Billy. Hoekstra. Check that. Abel. Bounce pass down underneath Van Herwarden, and that is turned over by CWC. Anderson running the point. Ben Anderson finds Krusik. Nice take by Caden Krusik. 6-foot senior. And first 2 points for Springs come from Caden Krusik. 4-2 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. And on the near side now Abel works. Working on Krusik, who just scored the bucket for Springs. And that's a 5 count. As Abel just, I don't think he realized he was getting the count there. All he had to do was start dribbling, and that would have reset.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Going to get an early timeout here for CWC. It's 30 seconds long. We're going to take it with them. Early 4-2 lead for the Crusaders. Stay with us.
To routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Here we go.
Both ways. It wasn't one-sided.
Back here at CWC, High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by these 4 Edward Jones financial advisors, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellistead. Edward Jones is making sense of investing, and almost a steal there for Ben Emba.
Emba, again, he's battling in there hard too.
Excuse me, Emba. 2 girls teams and 2 boys teams is a lot of names to try to memorize in one night.
That's what we're here for.
Forgive me.
We're your support.
I knew I didn't have to spend a ton of time on Springs. Oh, that's a block. Oh, man, I'm not sure. Oh, that wasn't a goaltend. That was a block from Emba. And Springs is beside themselves that was not 2 points. I'm not sure. You'll have to go back and play the instant replay at home. It looked to me like it had hit the glass already, and if that's the case, it's 2 points for Springs. But wow, what a play! Nothing's free tonight, that's for sure. That's what we've learned here in the first couple of minutes. Either side. Here's a Hoekstra. This is a disadvantage here for Hoekstra to take advantage of. Oh, threw up a wild shot, and it goes for Brock Hoekstra. Springs comes back quickly the other way. Here goes John Kuhn. Baseline, kicks it to Krusik. Caden Krusik down the lane. Got it batted away. He's got to be careful. Kicks it out. Ben Anderson. And they get it back to Baker, who gets it down to Noah Mowell. Mowell through the contact and a finish. Noah Mowell, strong finish at the rim for Springs. It's 6-4 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. About 5 minutes into this one. John Kuhn does a nice job on Emba and a travel on the far side. And both teams going to bring in some reinforcements here. Can't play at that pace and not sub, right?
Right, exactly.
So Skalma is in. And also coming in is Jaden Oosterhouse.
Osterhaus, yep.
Osterhouse, excuse me.
Nope.
And Max Bauer in for the Ledgers. Caden Pitts rejoining the crew out there for Springs. Here's John Kuhn. Near side Bauer. Bauer had Krusik for a second. Instead goes to Baker. Ben Baker far side, John Kuhn. Kuhn hands off to Bauer. Bauer jump stops, kicks it back out. Kuhn, first look for him for 3. And how does that not go for John Kuhn? Pitts picks up the foul. That one looked like a CWC girls three-pointer that we saw earlier that just went around and around.
Right.
Thought Kuhn had hit it, and that might be what it takes for Springs to loosen up this tough Crusader defense early. Hit a couple of jump shots. Not that time. Near side, This one is battled away, and they're going to pick up a foul on Isaac Abel. And Van Herwarden fired a pass, and Abel wasn't ready for it.
So, Cam, you had a chance to see them play already. This is the first time I'm seeing the boys. Is this what you noticed the last time, too?
Yep, a lot of high energy, high pace. That defense, they know they've got athletes. They put them out there and put them to work. If they can control their turnovers, they stand a chance of being in any game.
Yeah, for sure. And you guys have mentioned it. They're going to extend that defense all the way out to half court so far. Here's Krusik for a three. Missed it strong. Offensive rebound. Nice hustle. John Kuhn, one of the two captains for Springs, and Kuhn ties this thing up at 6 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. We're now 6 minutes into the game as this first half just flies by. And a crossover here for Skalma. Looks over to Abel. Isaac Abel through little contact there. And Van Herwarden is going to recollect here. Springs switches. Now it's Kuhn. They got a mismatch. Max Bauer trying to guard Hoekstra. And instead on the far side, it's tapped out by Ben Baker from Springs. So Ben Anderson going to come back in. It's a CWC inbounds underneath the hoop. And Baker's going to get his first break. And Ryer Greenfield, a 6-foot junior, comes in for Cody Van Herwarden. Tied up here at 6. That is not a misprint. That is right here, even though we're 6 minutes into the game. This is tapped around. And to the near side, Abel's falling out of bounds, saves it back to Greenfield. And Greenfield finds Hoekstra, who's got 4 of the 6 so far for the Crusaders. Through the lane, another floater is good. Hoekstra has yet to shoot a single shot on balance, and he has yet to miss a shot by my count. And they're going to get a travel there for John Kuhn, who drug the pivot foot. So 8-6 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Isaac Abel going to take a seat as Ben Emba comes back into the game with a 2-point lead for the Crusaders. 11:22 to go, first half.
This got to be a little surprising to you, Jordan. You were sitting here, we were talking off camera before. Springs wants to put up an 80 spot.
Yeah,
He's sitting here at this point in the first half.
And when I say that, that's the type of pace they want to play at. So
right.
I think this is playing into what Springs wants to do. They're going to turn the ball over a little bit more than maybe you would think. They're going to get foul on Max Bauer here. And an underneath inbounds for CWC after Bauer earns the steal. They're going to say he did it illegally. So here comes Braden Freund, his first opportunity here tonight. And this is the one thing about Springs. Coach Krieger is not afraid to take. He's got both his captains on the bench right now. Noah Mowell and John Kuhn combined to average about 30 points, and they're both sitting on the bench right now. Not with foul trouble. He just trusts his guys to go about 10 deep. It's a nice luxury. Here's Skalma. Looks with the skip pass to the near side. Greenfield drives baseline, working on Krusik, and Krusik gets the rebound on the miss. Krusik down the lane, kicks it out. Anderson steps into a triple, right wing, missed it. A little bit short, and Ben Emba, who's going to get a rebound over him. Answer, no one.
Yeah.
Near side Skalma in transition. Good job, Ben Anderson to get back for Springs. And they're going to find Hoekstra, and that's on the floor, no shot. Underneath inbounds coming for Hoekstra and CWC.
What a great job there with his hands. Ben Emba cranked that baby up, fired it in there. And Brock Hoekstra, he has been on fire. I don't think he's missed yet, has he?
Not by my count.
Not that I have seen.
And he has yet to take a shot that looks pretty. And I say that respectfully to Mr. Hoekstra.
Right.
But all of them have kind of been off balance, kind of floater, throw it up there, and they go in.
I think that's when he's in his element.
It certainly seems like it. That's knocked away. Oh, and it's going to be Springs basketball. Emba let that go out. He thought it was off of Springs last, but it was not. Judged by the ref. Caden Pitts, by the way, took a seat. That was his second foul that he picked up just previously. Here is Braden Freund, first triple of the night, missed it. And Max Bauer gets the offensive rebound. Good job by Bauer on the glass. Gets inside, through some contact, no whistle. Offensive rebound, does it again.
Wow.
And that time they're going to get a foul. And Bauer, I actually thought there was less contact on that one than the previous. But I think maybe that was an opportunity to maybe make that one right, perhaps. 8-6 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. And Bauer goes to the line. First trip to the line for either team tonight. And the first free throw is good for Max Bauer. the quarterback for Springs' successful football season this year, and really starting to find his groove a little bit on the basketball floor as well. I think he needed some time to kind of decompress after that, and we'll see a foul here. Who's it on? Oh, it's going to stay with Springs. Ben Emba picks up his first foul. Springs will probably say, just let us play on there, as Kuhn would have had a bucket and the lead for Springs. But it is the first opportunity for Springs to take their first lead of the night on this possession as they get the foul on Emba. And no Hoekstra in there right now. He's on the bench, so Emba's going to have the tough job of trying to track Noah Mowell. Here's Ben Anderson, wide open in the corner. That's his spot. Ben Anderson hits a three. The first three tonight for Springs, and the first lead tonight for Springs as well. 10-8 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Skalma, far side. And good pressure that time from Bauer, and Bauer's going to pick up a cheap foul there. And that'll be his second. So Bauer's going to probably have to come back to the bench. We'll see how Coach Krieger wants to play this with number 2 on Bauer. 5th team foul. And yeah, here comes Bauer. And who better to replace him with than John Kuhn? Billy and Abel back in for CWC. 9:47 to go first half. This has been wildly entertaining so far.
Kind of lives up to the billing that we were expecting.
Absolutely does. No doubt about it. This is Greenfield. Greenfield working through some physicality there from Freund. Gets the ball to Abel. Abel working on Mowell. Has it poked away by Ben Baker. Baker has it stolen from Emba. And Emba down the right side of the floor. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Kicks it to the corner. 3-ball on the way. Got it. It's Ryer Greenfield with a response. And after Springs hits a 3 on their last possession, CWC gets it right back on this side with Greenfield. Here's Mowell, middle of the paint. And nice job by Emba to poke that away on the way up. I don't think Mowell had control of it as he went to the hoop. And here come the Crusaders. Bounce pass. There is Ben Baker again. Baker into a passing lane. Down the right side. Uses the blow-by. Oh, what a move, Ben Baker. He's so smooth with the basketball is Ben Baker. 12-11. We go back and forth. Hoekstra getting ready to check back in for CWC. Kick to the corner. Here's a 3. Van Herwarden. And it's a 2-point lead for CWC. And Ben Anderson, that's a ill-advised pass. Oh, they're going to call, that whistle came after CWC. Stole it.
Wow.
And we're gonna
stay right here.
We're gonna keep it here because I can read. I did my best to read lips there, and I don't think Springs called a timeout.
No.
Because Coach Krieger looked at him and said, he looked at him and put his hands up, and I thought, if I can read lips, I thought he said, that wasn't me. Maybe it was them, but I guess we'll take a 30-second. I mean, after you see your team just turned it over, now you'll take the timeout, right? So that's interesting.
Why would the CWC have taken a timeout,
defensively, right? So someone yelled timeout there, and look, this is a difficult game to officiate. Let's just state that now.
Yep.
Mistakes are going to be made in high-octane games like this. Springs that time didn't have anyone back to help Ben Baker.
Going to give a shout out quickly to the 64 computers that are logged in here. Hey, we want you to participate in the YouTube chat. Get in there, tell us who you're cheering for, where you're watching from, who's your favorite players, and in this game, you've got to have a favorite team.
No doubt. Freund has it on the far side. This is a game I love to. I'm so happy I can just watch as a neutral, right? And Braden Freund gets fouled in the corner. And a lot like Friday's game, I was up on the ledge watching Springs and Laconia, a similar situation there where you could just take in a good basketball game with two good teams.
Right.
And here comes Osterhaus. He's going to return, and Emba's going to go back to the bench. And trying to get Ben Anderson free. He is now on the left wing. Baker's back in the left corner. Catches there. Anderson, Freund, down to Kuhn. Kuhn looks into Mowell. Noah Mowell down the lane, gets it stolen. And that's Hoekstra again, who frustrating Mowell early. Mowell able to tip it back off of Hoekstra. He's got it in the front court, tipped away. Oh, Noah Mowell able to get it back. That is such a tough play by Noah Mowell. to lose it on the way up, recollect, and finish. Tied at 14 between these two. We go back and forth. This is Billy. Near side, this is Van Herwarden working on Freund. Had a man cutting through. That was Osterhaus with a nice cut underneath. And now Hoekstra catches and gets it to go.
Nice friendly bounce.
Hoekstra, he knows how these rims bounce, right? Here's Ben Anderson, thought about the three. Now down the lane, kicks it to Freund. Corner three for Braden. Freund missed it. And Hoekstra got the board. 7:25 to go in the first half. 2-point lead for CWC. Far side, this is Osterhaus working on Freund yet again. He's going to drive. Almost lost his footing. Good job to keep the pivot foot. Down to the corner, Isaac Abel. He's working on Mowell. That's a tough pass. Hoekstra able to collect. He drives the lane, poked away by, Baker. They're going to get Ben Baker on a reaching foul here. And Baker just tapped the ball there, but his first foul and the 6th team foul. There's going to be a lot of free throws shot here tonight with the amount of whistles that we're getting. That was a situation where the whistle probably doesn't have to come. Did not impact anyways.
The play, yep.
But we blew them because we have them, right?
Yeah.
7 minutes, and you do have to keep control of the game for sure.
Especially on the physical contact that we have here.
Oh, and there's a lot of contact there. A couple of Springs guys knocked each other over. It was Ben Baker and Ben Anderson. And there's the first miss for Brock Hoekstra. Took him 8 points to get there, but he finally missed one. Here's John Kuhn. Kuhn down the left side of the paint. Gets to the high post. Kicks it back out to Baker, who finds Krusik. 6:40 to go first half. Down to John Kuhn yet again. John Kuhn left side scoops and scores. John Kuhn, and Springs has this tied back up at 16 with 6.5 minutes to play on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Hoekstra near side with Billy, down to Van Herwarden. Hoekstra runs all the way through. Some fancy footwork that time from Van Herwarden. Another deflection from Springs there. Coach Krieger will like that. And a foul, and that's another one on Ben Baker. That's number 2 on him.
Yeah, it's going to be a shame if that's what it's going to come down to, because Emba's on the bench right now, too, for the Crusaders with 2.
And that's the second Springs player with 2 fouls, Ben Baker. He's out, as is Caden Pitts has been on the bench. So that's 2 starters now for Springs that have kind of been taken out of the game with some ticky-tack stuff out on the edge. Billy goes to the free throw line, his first trip, actually the first trip of the night for CWC, and it comes in the bonus, and Billy makes the first. Tyler Hoffman, by the way, 6'3" junior sharpshooter for Springs, comes into the game. He's the one who replaced Ben Baker. 2 for 2 from the line for Brant Billy. And 6:11 left with a 2-point lead for CWC. Krusik finds Anderson. Here's Ben Anderson, drives the lane. Hands off to Kuhn. John Kuhn, floater up, no good. Offensive rebound, got his own. He goes back up at it, and there's a foul. And they're going to get Abel, I do believe, and this will be 2 if they get Abel on this foul. If my notes are correct, I believe we'll get confirmation. Yeah, number 2. And that's the 6th on CWC. So shooting foul here, and then Springs will be into the bonus. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our Holiday Automotive halftime show. Join us for that. So far this season, John Kuhn, a 64.3% free throw shooter, but missed that front end. And he'll get another attempt here. That was not a bonus. That was on the shot. So second free throw forthcoming. 5:55 to go first half. Just seems this first half has melted away with the quick pace. Kuhn's up to 5 points with that one, and the Crusader lead is down to a point. Far side, this is Hoekstra. Continues to work on Mowell. Those guys have done a nice job to kind of frustrate each other a little bit, and they're not going to play many guys that can match up with their physicality, either guy. And they're facing that tonight. Here's Hoekstra. Nice spinning move, Brock Hoekstra.
Oh, nice
He's
defense.
got 10 points and a steal in the backcourt. Here's Osterhaus, excuse me. I was going to say Billy, but that's Jaden Osterhaus. And a quick 4-0 run for CWC, including a backcourt steal. Springs has been a little bit lackadaisical with those inbounds pass in the backcourt. And there is a turnover for Springs on the travel for Caden Krusik.
Got to give a shout out to Jacob Skolma that last time. Great defense getting in there.
Yeah, and if you're Springs, you can't just turn around and throw it in because that's what you're used to, right? You know CWC is going to be there in the backcourt. Bounce pass down underneath. Here's Hoekstra working on Mowles. Floater, missed it. Little fadeaway there. That was Dirk Nowitzki-esque, but didn't go down. Here's Hoffman. Tyler Hoffman drives baseline. Oh, throws this one into the student section at CWC.
Good catch. Who was that? Avery Novice in the stands?
Finally caught something.
And Mowell's going to take a seat. Coach Krieger's going to put Caden Pitts back out there. He's got 2 fouls. And I think, I was going to say, they're not going to trust Pitts on, not that they wouldn't trust Pitts on Hoekstra, but with 2 fouls, you wouldn't want to put him in potential danger of picking up a third. Here's a 3. Skalma! He's got it for triple. And it's an 8-point lead for CWC. And Coach Krieger is going to use his second timeout. It's a full timeout for the Ledgers. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half, and this crowd at the Crusaders, they love it. Back with more.
Homes is a locally owned, custom home building company of over 25 years that prides itself on great service, high quality, and providing the best building experience possible. Owners Jim Boudry and Jason Zellner are there for you every step of the way to ensure that your new home is built just the way you've dreamed it to be. With the same passion that they have for their clients' homes, Jim and Jason are proud supporters of and are personally involved in youth sports programs and are truly committed to their success. Winfield Homes wishes you all the best of luck this season.
Back here at CWC, tonight's game powered in part by Will Sport, sports lighting and control systems made in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Get started upgrading your outdoor or indoor sports venue. Visit www.willbrands.com.
We'll take a second to shout out a few of our viewers. Brian and Jamie Lancer out there, parents of our assistant coach, Bryce Lancer.
From Grand Rapids, Michigan.
There you go.
Man.
So I haven't seen them put anything in the chat yet, so hopefully they will. But we did tell Bryce that we would give that shout out. So I'm in his class during 6th period. It's a great teacher. It's good to have out there. So
man, these kids love the energy that Mr. Lancer brings to this team and the knowledge and skill that he brings in here to these guys.
Here's Caden Krusik down the lane, kicks it to the corner. John Kuhn, Springs needs something. Missed the 3, and that's the last touch. Oh, saved. I'm not so sure that wouldn't have been CWC basketball, but Osterhaus saved it, and Ben Anderson's got a 3. His second triple of the night, that time straight away, and it's cut down to 5. The lead for the Crusaders, 25-20 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Nice rips through that time from Skalma. Looks to the near side. Here is Osterhaus. Working on Krusik. Gets down into the middle of the paint. Backdoor cut. Couple of them. And up and finishing. Osterhaus has got 4 now. And careful. Springs almost just threw another one straight to Skalma, who's doing a nice job in the backcourt. Here's Krusik. Down to Kuhn. Kuhn with Anderson. Anderson down to Krusik. Triple on the way. This is a good shot. Yeah, from Caden Krusik. He's got 5 points. Back-to-back triples for Springs has him back within 4. 27-23. 3.5 minutes to go. Checking back in is Billy. Brant Billy getting ready to come back in for CWC. Here goes Hoekstra. Down the lane. Kicks it to the corner. Osterhaus. Working on the drive. Kicks it. Skalma on the skip. He's working on Tyler Hoffman. Skalma. Crosses a couple of times. Osterhaus near side. It's Krusik once again. Krusik got his hand on that one. Pitts has got to be careful. And, a foul. They're going to get Pitts on a foul here. That is objectively a poor call. And now you're sending a man to the bench with 3 fouls. And here's what, whatever. We'll move on. 3 minutes left here in the first half, but Pitts has got to go back to the bench.
Unfortunately, Jaden Osterhaus actually wanted to be subbed for. He's just coming back off of a concussion, and you can see right now he is really gassed. I mean, this has been a tough pace, and now he's got to shoot the 2, so hopefully he drills them and they'll still be able to get the timeout, but I don't know that they will.
So Osterhaus to the line. He's the second trip tonight for CWC. They're 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Osterhaus does miss the first. And the rebound is down with Max Bauer. Bauer into the front court for the Ledgers. Hands off to Krusik. Krusik had that batted off his own. It's a scramble in the backcourt. Bauer somehow gets it. Krusik's open in the corner. He wants a three. It was tipped. That was a nice job. Couldn't see who that was from CWC. I think it was Van Herwarden who got a tip on that. Bauer's got it here. Ledgers fans wanted a foul. Here goes John Kuhn. Kuhn jumps, stop, turns, stops, pops. John Kuhn's got 7, and it's back within a pair. 27-25, 2:28 to go, Quest Interior scoreboard. And Van Herwarden into the front court. Osterhaus has done awesome off the bench for the Crusaders, and they're going to get a foul here on Ben Anderson. On the push. I'm not sure how you can push with your hands straight to the side, but that's how Ben Anderson shoved him there. And it sends Osterhaus to the free throw line. That's the second, by the way, on Anderson. And Ben Anderson's got to be careful now not to pick up a third foul. Freund is going to check back in. I think that's the thought there from Coach Krieger, who's trying the best he can not to have a whole collection of guys in foul trouble. Osterhaus misses another front end. That time, and Springs will have a chance to tie or take the lead here. John Kuhn gets to the middle of the paint, finds Ben Baker. Baker hasn't hardly shot yet tonight, and he missed that one. Offensive rebound again from Max Bauer. 3 ball on the way. John Kuhn stepped into it. John Kuhn's got 10 for the Ledgers, and that's the response from Springs after being down by as many as 9. Here's Hoekstra, and he's going to go to the free throw line, followed by Noah Mowell.
I believe this was the first lead that Springs has had. Is that correct?
They had a little bit earlier. They led by as many as 2.
Okay.
By my count. But this is the first lead in some time. When they were down by 9, I want to say it was 25-16. So here's Hoekstra from the free throw line, left it short. And all of the fanfare that I gave to the free throw shooting for CWC before this game, and they're 2 for 5 for the start. That's 40%. Hoekstra on the season is almost a 71% free throw shooter. And they're going to get a timeout here for CWC. And a full timeout for CWC. And $1:53 to go. Let's take a timeout here in the stadium. 28-28 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Stay with us.
Home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, 0 tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Back here at Central Wisconsin Christian, and we're trying to digest what just happened. Number one, I'm not sure that Coach Gibbons wanted a time. I don't know. It didn't look like it, but they took the free throw off the board. Hoekstra made the second free throw to make it 28-28, and now they called the timeout and then took the point off the board. I don't know if they're saying that the timeout came prior to the free throw. If that happened, why in the world would they have let the free throw be shot? And no, they're just taking the point off of the board. I'd like it'd be nice, we don't get
explanation.
We don't get the right. If we were in the if we were calling an NBA game, they'd tell us what the call was. We're not sure. So sorry about that at home. 28-27. We know as much as you do, and that is that Springs leads by 1 somehow. Here's Braden Freund, far side Baker. Cutting through is John Kuhn. Instead, it's Bauer top of the key. Max Bauer between the circles. Freund looks down underneath to Mowell. Mowell working hard on Hoekstra. Nice job, Brock Hoekstra. Underneath to deny that inbounds pass. Here goes entry pass, Nice take, Max Bauer. Bauer does not average a ton offensively for Springs, but he's got 3 in this first half, and that's the difference. 30-27 with $1:17 to go in this first half. This is Sam Greenfield. Stolen away. Here's Noah Mowell. Mowell down the lane, up with the left or right hand and finishes. Noah Mowell's got 6. In the front court, he is a beast to try to stop. Here's Skalma working on Bauer. Bauer's got a couple of fouls. He's got to be careful. Freund is one of the few Springs players out there that doesn't really have to worry. Neither does Mowell. He's working on Hoekstra. That's a good thing because Hoekstra's very adept at getting that, jump ball on the tie-up, and it should stay with CWC. It does. Going to say that on the reach-in, Bauer tied things up. And Ben Anderson, Caden Krusik going to come back in. And Springs has completed the sub. 48 seconds left. 5-point Springs lead on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Hoekstra catches in the corner, guarded by John Kuhn. Hoekstra spins, missed it strong. Good block out from Kuhn. He wasn't able to get the rebound, but he batted it to Ben Baker, who did. And Springs has their starters minus Pitts plus Krusik out there right now for the last 35 seconds. Here's Anderson down to the corner with Krusik. Ooh, dangerous pass down underneath to Ben Baker. And with 26 seconds left, I think Coach Krieger is just saying, calm down here. They don't want any turnovers before halftime. I think Springs wouldn't mind getting the last shot if they can. Baker looking for Anderson, and that's a tough pass, and Anderson, someone had to blow the whistle that time, and Anderson's going to go to the free throw line as Osterhaus left that one on him a little bit. That was a dangerous pass, though, and Osterhaus had every right to try to pick it off, and he was close.
Bonus time for the Ledgers. Ben Anderson shooting 1 and the bonus.
Anderson 1-1 here. Good free throw shooter for the Ledgers. Last Friday, as Anderson gets the first, Friday when Laconia was assessed a technical foul, Anderson only shoots a 62%, but Anderson was the one that the team elected to shoot the free throws. So obviously in practice, he's the guy, and he makes both there. That's a big couple of points there, and Springs all of a sudden, after being down 9, they're up 7 here in this first half. 34-27, under 20 seconds to go. Nice entry pass to Hoekstra, and Hoekstra finishes. Nice job there by CWC to get it to their main man. 12 points for Hoekstra. Here comes Baker, kicks it out to Krusik. One rhythm dribble, 3-ball on the way. It's straight up, missed it. Offensive rebound fought for, and it's going to go back over to CWC with a second left on the clock. Hoekstra's got 12 first half points. He leads all scorers. For the Ledgers, John Kuhn has 10. That's their leading scorer. 3-ball on the way for Hoekstra, and that's one of the few missed shots he had in the first half was that three-quarter court heave. So at halftime, Springs has carved out a 34-29 lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented in part by these 4 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. So we got halftime here. We're going to take a timeout. We come back, we'll have the Holiday Automotive halftime show complete with Taco Bell trivia. What more can you ask for a halftime show?
You can't ask for more.
Springs leads by 5. Back after.
Okay, let's start with some clouds. Some mountains over there.
With them tilted up like that, they go out of focus really easy, and they don't want to go back in focus.
Okay.
It's because it's picking up the backboard and it
doesn't. Finally, a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle Pizza today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Wouldn't it be nice to get rewarded for everyday purchases? We agree. With Fond du Lac Credit Union's You Choose Rewards credit card, you'll earn 1 point for every dollar spent. And when you're ready, you can redeem your points for things like cashback, travel, merchandise, and more. Plus, for a limited time only, you can earn 1,500 bonus points on us just by using your card. So if you're ready for a card that rewards you, select Fond du Lac Credit Union's You Choose Rewards credit card. Apply online today or stop in. We are local after all.
Team on top of the game for screen printing, custom awards, signage, and embroidery is Hoppers. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, located in the heart of Fond du Lac, can custom print to 1 shirt or 1,000. Pick from Under Armour, Gildan, Nike, and more. Choose your school for a custom one-of-a-kind look. Need banners, signage, or vehicle wrap? The team at Hoppers does it all. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy at the corner of Main and Merrill, Fond du Lac. Get more now at hopperware.com. That's hopperware.com.
here at International Paper. I've gotten much more experience than I have elsewhere. I've seen more in the field than I have anywhere else.
I started from the bottom and I've worked my way up. The people's what make it great. Nobody wants to see anybody fail.
You want a job to where you can display your skills, they can be valued, you can move forward based off your own ability and your ability to learn more. That's IP.
Our guest today is Mr. George Kuntz, former Green Bay Packer and current member of the Fond du Lac community. And George's wellness journey is a partnership with the team from Into the Woods Wellness. What did you feel before some of these treatments that you're getting with Into the Woods Wellness?
Being lethargic, lack of energy, clarity, thoughts, and things of that nature.
Talk more, George, about how you feel after getting these IV treatments, how your energy level is, how your mental clarity is.
It's totally different. Gives you a burst of energy. It also helps with soreness, hamstring injuries, if your shoulders are aching, things of that nature. And then also like B12, different vitamins, so it helps your immune system. So it makes you feel better. It also prevents you from getting a cold or getting sick, so you can continue to get your workouts in.
See more of George's journey at intothewoodsjourney.com/George. Into the Woods Wellness, where you can start your own wellness journey. Be well, be still, become.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, come on, Tommy. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Come here. Come on.
Jackson, are you going to come over here?
Welcome back, everybody, and thanks for those tuning in online. Jamie Lancer, we hear you out there. We know who you're pulling for. Looks like we got a lot of CWC fans out here. Carissa Harmson and Emily Hatcher. Man, that name sure does sound familiar. Mom, thanks for tuning in.
There you go. Yeah, it is a, CWC played well in that first half, and you got to give a lot of credit to Springs, how they responded after being down somewhat big, at least by their standards, down big in that first half. Now, they were down by as many as 12 or 13 against WLA earlier this year and came back and forced that into a close game. They ended up losing that game, but Springs, I think they got some valuable experience from being down big, coming back, and I think it served them well here tonight. 34-29, we'll give you some statistics here for our Holiday Automotive halftime show. Holiday Automotive, it's worth the trip. Let's start with CWC. 2 points apiece for Isaac Abel and Brant Billy. 3 points each for Jacob Skalma, Cody Van Herwarden, and Ryer Greenfield. They all hit triples in that first half. 4 points for Jaden Osterhaus off the bench, and then leading it for CWC was number 14, Brock Hoekstra, who had a dozen in that first half. He leads all scorers here tonight. For Springs, their leading scorer was John Kuhn. Stop me if you've heard this before. John Kuhn, Noah Mowell, okay. And Ben Anderson in there as well. Anderson had 8, Kuhn had 10, Mowell had 6. Caden Krusik off the bench hit a 3. He had 5 in the first half. Max Bauer with 3 and Ben Baker with 2. All that adds up to a 34-29 Springs lead. And I'll be interested, the second leading scorer, or check that, the fourth leading scorer, but one of the more impact players for CWC is number 10, Ben Emba, and he had to sit, as we talked about a lot of that first half with foul trouble, as did several Springs players. But perhaps for Springs, maybe not someone so high impact as Emba for CWC. So we did not see a ton of him in the first half. Expect to see more of him coming up here in the second frame for the Crusaders. All right, it's time. Taco Bell trivia time. Order your favorite Taco Bell menu items online. Pick them up at the drive-thru at all Taco Bell Fond du Lac locations. Taco Bell, Live Mas. We told you last year this was the place to be. In fact, Mr. Basketball in Wisconsin, Mark Miller, who does the preseason magazine, which ranks everyone in all the conferences, and I'd have to look at where he put CWC in the Tough Trailways Conference that, Horicon, Dodgeland, Lures all off to good starts, as is CWC in conference play. And Springs not picked at the top of the flyway this year for the first time in 3 years. But this is where Mark Miller was last year for this matchup, which was at the time top 5 matchups. In fact, I think it might have been top 3 matchups in D5 and D4. So your Taco Bell trivia, and I don't mean to rub off some scars here for CWC fans, but email us at rpvideosports@gmail.com, rpvideosports@gmail.com with your answer. What was the final score from last season's matchup between CWC and St. Mary Springs Academy, that high-touted matchup? rpvideosports@gmail.com. First correct answer to that wins some Taco Bell. So what better way to test your knowledge or to check out a resource that you know will have the answer, and then email us. Be the first person to email us. What was the final score? And yes, my hint there was it's probably not good for CWC, so I apologize. There you go. I told you who won. All right, there you go. Teams just coming out here, at least Springs is, for the second half of action. They'll shoot around for a few minutes. We're going to take a couple of minutes here, timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half here on RP Video Sports. Stay with us.
Will Sport by Wisconsin Lighting Lab. Sports lighting and control systems made in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Will Sport, a premium sports lighting system. Factory direct application and product support, along with its full line of complete LED lighting solutions, will transform your athletic facility to the next level. Create an unforgettable fan and player experience. To get started with upgrading your outdoor or indoor sports venue, visit willbrands.com.
We make you feel at home and auto sales, great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Back here for a second half of action. Tonight's game powered in part by Will Sport, sports lighting and control systems made right there in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Usually I say right here because I'm up in Fond du Lac. To get started upgrading your outdoor and indoor sports venue, visit www.willbrands.com. We were just talking about it there. Ben Emba missing probably the last 8 minutes and change or so in that first half. I think that'll be a big deal. Can Springs, I think they found something offensively. Now they hit some shots, too. Some of those three-pointers, they finally got to go. Springs on the season shoots the three at 28.2%, which isn't eye-popping, but as a team, that's pretty good from three. So here we go, second half of action. Springs has a 5-point lead as we get things rolling here from Waupun, Wisconsin. Far side. Jab step, from Ben Baker, finds Anderson, and Anderson gets the ball back on a cut from John Kuhn. And it's a zone look here for CWC out of halftime, and here's a three. Ben Baker with a triple for Springs, and how long can CWC stand to stay in a zone if the Ledgers continue to hit the shots that they've hit in the last couple of minutes of the first half, and then there to start the second half as well. Springs going to stay in man-to-man. It'll take a lot to move Coach Krieger out of that. Here goes Emba. And right on cue, he gets his first points of the night. And the lead for Springs is down to 6. And that's tapped away. Nice defense there from Cody Van Herwarden. And it'll be Ben Anderson to trigger it in for Springs. And they'll find Ben Baker. And now it looks like a man-to-man defense. So there's your answer. Just one possession for CWC before they moved into a man look. Lob in. Oh, that's a dangerous pass, and Anderson threw it away looking for Mowell. He thought Mowell had a seal and just lobbed it out of bounds. Just a minute into the second half here. Both teams scoring on their first possession. Beautiful ball movement by CWC. Ended up with Emba free at the rim. That was after Ben Baker hit a corner three. Here is Emba working on Kuhn. Lobs it. Dangerous pass, and that was saved by Van Herwarden. Right place, right time. Here goes Billy down to the corner. Here's Isaac Abel. 3 on the way. Missed it. Hoekstra working on the rebound. Instead, it's Mowell, and Mowell's out into the front court. Slows things down. Here's Pitts underneath. Saves it back to Mowell. Good ball movement. Ends up with Anderson. Shot fake there. Gets it to Kuhn. Open for 3. Got it. John Kuhn has 13 points.
Great ball movement there by Springs. Wow.
Just terrific from Springs. Here goes Emba working on Anderson. That's a height matchup for him. Here's Billy. Floater there. This one misses. And the long rebound out to Anderson. Ben Anderson lobs up to Noah Mowell. Mowell down the right side of the floor. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Caden Pitts. Nice follow for Springs. And Caden Pitts, that's his first bucket of the night. Pitts on the season averages right around 5 points per game. Make it 4 points per game. And his first bucket comes here with 15:51 to go in the contest. Hoekstra just kind of crowded out that time by Noah Mowell. And no whistle. Sometimes refs will get that if you kind of crowd a guy out of the lane like that. Not there. Here's Mowell, 3. Oh, he got it. It's the first 3 made this season for Noah Mowell. He was 0 for 7. And he's got his first one here, and the Springs lead is 14. Don't blink. Wow, it was 5 at halftime. And just like that, Springs has started this half on a, let's call it a 10-1 run. Is that correct? Unbelievable for Springs. Here's Isaac Abel saving it from the backcourt. He's got to be careful. Gets it to Emba. Emba spins down the lane. A lot of contact. We'll see if that was on the floor or on the shot. I think it was on the floor. And it'll be underneath inbounds as Mowell picks up second for him. No, that was, I think that was on the floor. I think that's a good call. He was trying to step through that before he went up for the shot. Mowell's got to be careful. He's got 2 now. Hoekstra, stop, pop. Can't get it to go. So Hoekstra has cooled off a little bit after his hot start. And Ben Baker catches from John Kuhn into the front court. Baker Kuhn between the circles. And Kuhn dribbles left side of the paint. Kicks it out. Ben Anderson, wide open 3. Springs has gotten a lot of good looks here early in the second half. 14:40 to go in the game. And Anderson couldn't get that one to go. 14-point lead for Springs. Going to use a screen for Isaac Abel. Abel looking far side. Check that. That was Hoekstra on the far side, and he almost threw it away. Ref kept it in bounds there. And Emba was able to save it. And Van Herwarden not able to get it to go. And a whistle out at half court. And that is 4 on Caden Pitts. Wow. Normally you don't see the guy out at half court making a rebounding whistle. And Caden Pitts has not played much tonight. Looked like a good board from Caden Pitts.
I have to see how much of an impact that will have as we get going here.
Yeah, and don't see a ton of Luke Schwartz, or haven't yet this season, but Schwartz comes in. He's a good defender, good rebounder for Springs. Here's Hoekstra for 3. Banked it in! And Hoekstra stymies some of this Springs momentum with that big 3. It's still an 11-point lead for Springs, but that lead, the momentum shifts big with that 3. We're going to take a timeout. Stay with us on RP Video Sports.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Wapont Equipment Company in Wapont and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Back here on Radio Plus Info. Glad to have you along here.
Yeah, I'm sorry I banged it, Cam.
45-34 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. High school sports today on RP Video Sports is presented by these 4 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Thanks for joining us here on RP Sports. Today was one of our busy days. 5 games
Lots
we covered
going on
today for Radio Plus. That's an incredible amount of games to be covered locally.
It is. Proud to do it. Proud to be a part of the team, and
absolutely,
we do good work here. I'm a little biased, of course. 14 minutes and 8 seconds left here in this one, and a Brock Hoekstra 3 cut this Springs lead down to 11 points. Hoekstra's up to 15, by the way. He's having a monster game, and CWC back into his zone, and there's Luke Schwartz. Count the basket and the foul. That was Luke Schwartz was halfway down the court before the whistle came, and it's a and 1, and the foul comes on Cody Van Herwarden. Number 2 on Van Herwarden, and just the first team foul on CWC here. No, check that, number 3 on Van Herwarden. And a nice rebound there. They haven't put the team foul up there for CWC yet, but they do have one. And Schwartz not able to complete the three-point play. Nice cut. You mentioned it there, Jeff. What a look from check that from Ben and Ba. And Hoekstra is up to 17 with that bucket. Just so active, hard to guard. Here's Schwartz. Springs is finding themselves in openings in this zone here. And Noah Mowell is fouled by Ben Mba.
Mba thought that he had got all ball. The official saw it differently.
And that'll be his third. They did correct that, by the way. Van Herwarden does only have 2 fouls, not 3, as was shown up on the scoreboard. But Mba does have 3. First free throw for Noah Mowell gets him into double figures on the night with 13 and a half minutes to go. And the second free throw for the very capable shooting Noah Mowell goes down. Mowell shoots it at 70%, and not a lot of guys that go 6'4", 220 that are shooting at that clip. Just saw him hit a 3 a couple of minutes ago. He's up to 11 points. Van Herwarden is being hounded by Anderson. The skip pass comes to the near side. Abel looks down underneath to Hoekstra. Hoekstra kicks it back out. Van Herwarden, shot fake, down to Billy. Billy 3! Brant Billy hits the triple, and it's a 10-point game. Skip pass, that's a dangerous one from Ben Baker, and here's Hoekstra again. Hoekstra looks to Mba. Down the lane, missed it. Offensive rebound, can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound, and Abel.
Nice.
Isaac Abel, after a couple of offensive boards. The contest is down to 8 points. Here is Luke Schwartz. Offensive foul. It's on John Kuhn. And it's taken by the man who just hit the 3, Brant Billy.
Good defense there, getting himself into position there. And I was just going to say before this.
Oh, wow, they got to get this right. They got the wrong guy. They got to get the right guy. It was number 10. Oh, you can't miss that. In a big game like this, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. That's number 3 on Noah Mowell, and it's absolutely the wrong guy. You can go back on the stream, and you can see an offensive foul coming here on Brant Billy. And you want to make a block charge, you can argue about that all day. You got to get the right number.
Right.
So number 23 is Brant Billy. He just picked up the offensive foul. And they're confirming at the scorers table that they get the right guy here. This is what they should do, because Mowell is going to have to go to the bench otherwise for Springs with 3 fouls. And they're going to have a conversation to make sure that they get the right dude.
Yeah, and I was just going to mention before that big rebound by Isaac Abel, he hasn't scored much at all, Cam.
Yeah, Abel's only got 4. So they're going to discuss this. This is what they need to do.
To try and get it right, yeah.
Yeah, you can't have, number 10. That's a good job by this officiating crew to stop this and get the right guy. And we'll see. In all of that, I missed it. I think it's number 3 foul on Brant Billy. I think it's only number 2 on John Kuhn. And I think the coaches just came together and said, yeah, you got the right guy. It was number 10. And that's a classy job by Coach Gibbons, too. So make sure. And I know Kuhn and Mowell have similar haircuts. But that's about it, you know. One's 6'4", the other is 6'2". One goes 220, the other one goes about, I don't know, John Kuhn, 200. So they get that one. That's only one on John Kuhn. So that is a big, big call to get the right guy there, as Mowell would have picked up number 3. So they got that sorted out. They got number 3 foul on Brant Billy on an offensive foul that I don't think anyone even realized happened because everyone was screaming. Here's a 3. John Kuhn. He's hit 3 threes in quick succession, 1 to end the first half and 2 here early in the second half. And the lead for Springs is back into double figures. They lead at 52-41 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Into the game, by the way, Jack Holtzman, who comes in and plays good defense that time. He's now working on Van Herwarden. Here goes Emba, and he's fouled on the floor underneath inbounds coming.
You could see he was going to put his head down and take it right to the hoop right after he caught it.
I love his physicality and his aggressiveness, Cam, is something that really helps this team. And you mentioned it. They were missing that in the first half, weren't they?
You could tell a difference, the way they all got in there and attacked the boards especially.
Isaac Abel going to try to trigger this thing in. Nice back cut. Emba's got it, and he finishes. Emba's got 4, all of them coming here in the second half. The Springs lead is 9. Anderson has it far side, down to the corner with Kuhn. Finds Schwartz, who looks into Mowell. Mowell off the glass, no good. Rebound with Emba. It almost looks like a set football play with Springs right now against the zone. Get it to the corner, get it to the low post, and then with the get it to the high post. And that time it wasn't open. Rebound here with John Kuhn. Kuhn into the front court. He's fouled by Isaac Abel. And that's number 3 on Abel as the fouls continue to mount up. I think CWC fans maybe wanted a foul on the rebound there, as Springs wasn't quite in position. Baker going to come in. He'll replace Ben Anderson. 11:25 to go on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Springs leads by 9. Holtzman keys it in. Here's Schwartz. Kicks it back out to Kuhn. Baker has it now. Ben Baker retreats. The 5'10 sophomore uses a ball fake. Careful there on the... Oh, nice pass from Holtzman down underneath. Schwartz finishes. Wow. 4 big points from Luke Schwartz here in this half. Here goes Hoekstra. Gets it back to Emba, who looks back over to Billy. Billy down the lane with the right-handed dribble. Here's a 3. Hoekstra banked in his last one. That one no good. Luke Schwartz gets the board. Strong rebound from Luke Schwartz and gets it to Ben Baker. Baker bounces down to Kuhn. He's got Mowell at the high post. Nice move by Noah Mowell. Very strong move. That looked like an Emba move, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It sure did. He just puts his head down and goes.
Right.
13-point lead for Springs. At its biggest, it was 14. 56-43. Nice move by Hoekstra underneath. He's got it there, and he finishes. Hoekstra is up to 19 points.
What a night for Brock Hoekstra.
He's got 7 here in the second half alone after a dozen in the first. Well, you guys can do math. Anyways, here's Ben Baker. Shot fake there. Emba could have jumped over him there if Baker wouldn't have moved. I don't think he would have hit him. 10 minutes to go in this one. It's been a dandy. 11-point Springs lead as we sit. Here is Noah Mowell. Mowell catches down the lane and a foul. Not sure who they're going to get on here, because the bottom was Emba. I think they're going to get Van Herwarden. Oh, they're going to get Emba.
Oh, no.
And that's 4 on him. It was Van Herwarden who came in with the big swat attempt, but it was Emba, and they're saying it was on the body. So that's a big one there.
That is huge. It's even a full 1 minute more than the last time.
And Mowell misses the front end here of the 2. Oh. Hang on. We just got a lane violation. Mowell, they're going to scratch that off. I believe, if I heard that right, that was a lane violation on CWC.
Yep.
It's going to be 2 more shots. Is that right, Cam?
Yep.
So the front end is now good.
Not sure what Ben was thinking. He just walked right in there after he already had the ball on the line. Just walked right beyond the 3-point line. I think out of frustration and picking up his 4th.
Yeah, I think so. And now we're going to have another conversation.
Yeah, the official was talking to the scorer down here when they decided to shoot the ball. He wasn't even paying attention yet. He was still talking to the scorer.
So they're saying that the referee, yeah. All right. Well, they're going to keep the shot on. They're going to keep the point there. So we've had a good Springs free throw that CWC thought shouldn't have counted. We had a good CWC free throw that
right.
that wasn't counted. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And we don't get explanations up here, unfortunately. We're doing the best we can. It's a 12-point Springs lead, 57-45 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. 9.5 minutes left to play. And this is Skalma. That was touched by Schwartz, I believe. Nope, was not. Schwartz was lucky that one didn't, that he didn't get his hand on it, because he was certainly trying to. And Coach Krieger going to try to steal some moments here with Noah Mowell, his horse, on the bench. And still a conversation going here with Coach Gibbons and the referee that was
I think
turned
the
around.
frustration is starting to build here a little bit for Coach Gibbons. And it's understandable.
Yeah,
I think that you lose Emba.
Yep.
And then the official's talking, and he blew his whistle. And I mean, I think
there's a lot that went on there.
Right.
And this is one of those games where I think if you're the officials and both sides are as mad at you as both sides are tonight, I think that means you're doing a good job, right?
Right. It should balance it out, right?
So here is Kuhn down to the corner with Krusik. Check that. That's Bauer. Excuse me. And here is Holtzman. Max Bauer has it once again. Max to the middle of the court, kicks it back out. Holtzman has it there. Ball fake. Spins in the paint. Bounced down to Schwartz, and it was knocked away. Nice job defensively. Isaac Abel once again. He is a tremendous defender, you guys. This is my first time seeing. I have a lot of experience watching all of these, frustratingly so, watching all these guys on the soccer pitch. Ton of talent out here, but Isaac Abel is tremendous defensively, and he's had a good night tonight again. Here's Van Herwarden. Looks far side. That's Skalma. Hoekstra working against Bauer. That's a matchup I would want to exploit if I'm the Crusaders, and they got him sealed down underneath. Instead, Abel takes it to the rim, and Isaac Abel's got 6. Cuts the lead for Springs down to 10. Skip pass to the corner. Holtzman thinking about it for an eternity, and he probably thought about it too much. Just
overthought it.
Take that in rhythm instead. Here's Skalma as Crusaders want to run. Down the lane, Isaac Abel, and he's fouled by Luke Schwartz. 5th team foul for Springs. And here comes Krusik, and here comes Mowell, I believe, is at the table. Yes, he is. And Anderson's going to come in as well. So the Ledger is going to go back to a lineup similar to their starting lineup, minus Baker and minus Pitts, and plus Krusik and plus Bauer. That's the lineup out there right now for the Ledgers. Osterhaus came in for the Crusaders as well, and Abel almost had that one swatted away. Good job to retain it. And Van Herwarden is fouled by Max Bauer. This will be number 3 on Bauer with 8:12 to go in this wildly entertaining game.
Yeah, it really has been.
It's not perfect, by the way.
No.
Lots of turnovers, and it hasn't been the cleanest game, but this has been entertaining. And that passes into the backcourt. That's okay, not touched by anyone, so all good there. And here goes Van Herwarden, near side with Abel. Isaac Abel, top of the key, Osterhaus. Osterhaus, nice blow by. He gets it down to Skalma. 3 ball on the way, missed it. Good rebound from John Kuhn on this near side. Looking up ahead, he finds Noah Mowell. Mowell doesn't even need a dribble, and he is fouled by Osterhaus, I do believe. And Mowell will go back to the free throw line. He's 3 for 4 there tonight. Number 3 on Osterhaus. If you're in this game and you don't have 3 fouls, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you even playing?
Yeah, what's going on here? Come on now.
I'm not so sure. Osterhaus just said, you know what, I'm going to have to sacrifice my body on this one. He's probably got a good 60, 70 pounds on him.
At least. Front end of the 2 goes down for Noah Mowell. $15 points for Noah Mowell. Make it 16 at the free throw line. Mowell has had a nice night from the line. He's 5 for 6. And the lead for Springs back up to 12. with 7:48 to go in this game. Down the lane goes Skalma, a good take, and a foul on Anderson. And two shots coming here for Skalma. On the season, Skalma shoots it at about 67% from the line. The free throw discrepancy is probably one of the storylines here tonight. Springs has shot 13 free throws. I believe this is just number 5 for, check that, number 7. So maybe not as big a discrepancy as I thought. First free throw for Skalma was good. And the second one misses short. He's got 4 points here tonight. Lead for Springs is 11. Near side, Bauer. Bauer to Kuhn. John Kuhn spins to the middle of the paint, uses an up and under, scoops it with the left hand, no good. Oh, batted out, well done, Noah Mowell. Another possession for Springs. Bauer with a jab step, has it in the corner, crosses again, gets to the middle of the paint, bounces down to Noah Mowell. Mowell finishes strong. Mowell's got 18. Hoekstra has 19 for CWC, here he is, and Mowell has 18 for Springs. Here goes Hoekstra, middle of the paint, up with the floater, got it. 21 for Brock Hoekstra as we continue to go back and forth. That is a battle that has just been tremendous here tonight. Both guys physically gifted individuals as we tick under 7 minutes to go. Here's Krusik. Krusik down the lane, had it batted off himself, and he saved it to John Kuhn. Hit it off his own leg. Kuhn had it stripped away. I think that was Abel again on the poke away. And into the front court comes Greenfield. Here's Hoekstra. Hoekstra down the lane and a whistle. He's going to go back to the line where he is, I guess, 0 for 2. He made one of the two, but right. I guess he's 0 for 2.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. But what an epic battle is taking place between Hoekstra and Mowell.
No kidding. So 0 for 2 for Hoekstra. And statistically speaking, he's going to make both of these because he's a 71% free throw shooter. And here comes the roll of the dice from Coach Gibbons as Emba comes back into the game with 4 fouls.
Trying to give Isaac Abel a blow before he tries to get him to finish in the game.
And Springs is going to, Coach Krieger is going to take out, Emba comes back in, Coach Krieger takes out both of his captains. Mowell and Kuhn, and Hoekstra misses that one, so he's 1 for 4 today. That is very uncharacteristic for Hoekstra. Here's Bauer. Bauer drives baseline on Emba, kicks it back out top of the key. This is Ben Anderson. Far side Baker. Now Krusik. Guarded well that time from Greenfield. Anderson again. Shot fake there, kept the pivot foot. Baker down to the corner. 3 ball on the way, hit the top of the backboard, and rebound being fought for. There's Caden Pitts. He's also got 4 fouls, and Pitts is going to go to the free throw line to shoot bonus here. It was Bauer's 3 ball that hit the top of the backboard. And Osterhaus picks up number 4. He is the 3rd player tonight to have 4 fouls. Van Herwarden comes in for Hoekstra. So I think Coach Gibbons saw Mowell and Kuhn go out and said, all right, well, fine, I'm going to get Hoekstra a few minutes here as the game's still 10 points. First free throw, no good from Pitts. Rebound fought for, collected that time for Van Herwarden. Here's Emba. Long 3 for Greenfield. Missed it, and a nice rebound. That time from Caden Pitts. Pitts has not really gotten into a rhythm with how little he's played, but he's played well when he's been out there, especially rebounding-wise for Springs. That is almost out of bounds for Baker, and Baker is going to get, I think we're going to see the foul, Osterhaus foul out here on the push.
Yeah.
So here comes Hoekstra back in just like that.
Got a little bit of a breather.
Just enough to unscrew the water bottle and say, no. And here comes Mowell and Kuhn again for Springs. And Springs will have their starters out there now. So it's still 1-1. Ben Baker goes to the free throw line. He's not shot many of them, but he's only a 37% free throw shooter, and there you see misses the front end of that one as well. 5:32 to go, still a 10-point game. Tough pass, and it hit the net that time from Greenfield. Went straight to Ben Anderson. That's a tough break right there. It was a tough pass either way. That's a tough one right there. John Kuhn finds Caden Pitts, and Pitts will be fouled. It's going to be a shooting foul, but from here on out, because that's number 9 for the they put that under Springs, but it's number 9 on the Crusaders, and that'll be double bonus for the rest of the way for Springs. Again, the 9th foul should have gone on the Crusaders. The scoreboard is incorrect right now, so don't let that fool you. Springs has 8 fouls, so we'll see if that comes into play. Pitts misses both, so Springs has left some charity at the stripe, so to speak. Here goes Hoekstra, poked away by Kuhn. Hoekstra collects, gets it to Emba. 3 on the way, missed it short. He's going to get the rebound, save it straight back into Baker, and Baker's push there by Greenfield.
Greenfield reaching in there.
So we'll see if they get this. This should be double bonus. We'll see if they fix this here.
Don't you normally have an assistant coach or somebody on the bench who's helping track that?
You do. Yeah, the official scorer's got 10. There you go. So then we'll see if the official scorer sees that it's only 8 fouls.
Stuck in a loop, folks. Sorry about that. I don't know why. I'm going to see if I can get out of it, but it's not working.
Baker's first free throw, no good.
Come on.
And the second free throw for Baker is good, which is right about on track for Baker on the season. He shoots it at about a 37% clip, makes 1 of 3 here tonight.
Stick with us, folks. I've been stuck in a loop. I'm going to reboot, so we'll come back as soon as we can. Stay with us for the final 5 minutes.
Springs leads by 11.
I don't know what's going on here. As soon as it tells me, we're back.
All right, we're back on here. You didn't miss anything. Still 62-51. Springs leads by 11 over CWC here. The Crusaders and the Ledgers getting after it. By the way, no answers to Taco Bell trivia. We'll rehash that when we have a minute. We'll keep it open. I'm not opposed to giving you some free Taco Bell. 4.5 minutes left to go here, and an empty trip for CWC as Baker comes into the front court for Springs. Mao with a half-hearted shot fake from 3. And Anderson catches now from Kuhn. Got it top of the key here with Mowell. Mowell drives the right side of the paint. Top of the key, Anderson. Another shot fake there. Bounce pass down to Pitts. Caden Pitts faces up and finishes. Well, Pitts is 0 for 3 from the free throw line, but he's got that to go. He's got 4 points here this evening. What a beautiful move from Caden Pitts. And the lead is back up to 13, 64-51 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Last 4 minutes of action here from CWC. Hoekstra down to Emba, and Emba is fouled by John Kuhn. 2 free throws coming. We're going to see a lot of them in the next couple of minutes, talking about free throws. And that's number 2 on John Kuhn.
John Kuhn is third person, 19 foul.
So this one's still single bonus. It'll be the last 1-and-1 we see here this evening. Thanks for sticking with us, by the way. Last almost 4 minutes is going to be worth it, I promise. And yeah, they did get that figured out, that there's only 9 team fouls. So Jack Vandersanden is going to come in here for Springs. His first action here this evening. And Emba at the free throw line. That was number 3, by the way, on John Kuhn, not number 2. And Emba misses that. He's a only a 33% free throw shooter. Check that, is Emba.
Yeah, that is not his specialty right now.
So a 13-point lead for Springs remains here. Emba is stuck on 4 points as Mowell catches, near half court. Here's John Kuhn. Kuhn, free throw line. Thought about the jumper. Down underneath Vandersanden. Hello. Emba just sent that. If there wasn't a wall there, that would still be flying. Holy smokes.
Replacing Anderson.
Ben Emba can elevate.
I think the student section's been spoiled. There wasn't even a reaction out of him.
Are you kidding me? Wow. Here's Krusik. Has it poked away. Van Herwarden. Oh, 3 in transition. If he hits it, it's big. Missed it. And Jack Vandersanden has the rebound, but it's tied up underneath. Nice hustle there from Brant Billy, and it's going to stay with the Crusaders. Good job there, Brant Billy, to earn another CWC possession. By the way, stick around. We're going to have a post-game show coming up, brought to you by Fox Valley Savings Bank. Have Coach Krieger or Coach Gibbons with you, and also one of the winning players, hopefully.
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah, that'll be good. And we'll have that here on Radio Plus. Oh, Hoekstra, you either had to call a foul or a travel there, and they called neither. Hoekstra has it down underneath. Hoekstra is up to 24 points, I do believe, by my count. We'll get you official scores after the game. But Hoekstra, point of it being Hoekstra is having himself a whale of a night. And the Springs lead is only 11 right now. Krusik steps into it, misses, almost has it tapped away, and they're going to get a loose ball foul here on Van Herwarden. And Krusik going to head to the free throw line. That's number 3 on Van Herwarden. And Krusik, it's his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Almost every player for Springs that has scored tonight has gotten free throw attempts. They have had 8 different players go to the free throw line here this evening, which is maybe why their free throw numbers aren't quite as good as they usually are, because no one's getting into a rhythm. Everyone's shooting 2. Here's Hoekstra, except for Mowell, of course. He's having a nice night at the line. Hoekstra looks to the far side. This is Abel. Abel only has 6 points. He averages north of 10 per night.
Yeah.
So this is certainly a spot where Springs has done a nice job on him. Emba drives the lane. Lots of contact, no whistle. Offensive rebound. Can't get it to go. Left it short. Rebound down to John Kuhn. Emba did a nice job there to, other than finishing, but to have the body control, not to pick up number 5 there was tremendous. 12-point lead for Springs. This is Baker. 2 minutes left in this one. Springs in control. Got to be able to make some free throws and take care of the basketball from here on out. Here goes John Kuhn. No look pass to Vandersanden. Kicks it out. Baker with the shot fake. And Springs is going to just back it out to half court. And they're going to say, come foul us, I think. And here's Mowell. Back to Baker. Timeout from Springs. And it's a 30-second. We'll sneak a quick 30 in as well. Stay with us. Last minute 44 after this.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Back here on Radio Plus. Tonight's game powered in part by Will Sports. Sports lighting and control systems made in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. To get started with upgrading your outdoor or indoor sports venue, visit www.willbrands.com. That's www.willbrands.com. 1 minute and 44 seconds left out of the Springs timeout, where Coach Krieger was just trying to settle his team down a little bit. Baker's got it. Now, statistically, this is where the Crusaders should foul. When Ben Baker has the basketball, that's your guy. Shoots it at a 37.5% clip. And, I mean, CWC, we'll see how long they wait before they start fouling. Almost got a 5 here, and I think Springs is going to take another timeout. They are, and I think they only have fulls left. And Springs going to take that full timeout. We're going to take it with them. Back with more. Last minute 20. Springs leads by 12.
Hi, this is Bucky with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Wisconsin weather, it goes through the phases, like us. Whether you need a repair to your current system or an upgrade to a brand new one, we have you covered in all seasons and all phases. Ask about our Guardian maintenance plans to help keep your units running efficiently and reliably all year through. call 920-763-2301. That's 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Back here at CWC. Thanks for joining us this evening. We've had a blast.
It's been a great game.
It sure has. 54-41 was Kohler girls over CWC girls earlier. That was in our first ball game. And right now, Springs leads by a dozen, 65-53. And here goes Ben Baker down the paint. Again, if the Crusaders are going to get into fouling, although maybe they won't. No, they will. And pick up a foul there, sending John Kuhn to the free throw line, who's a 64% free throw shooter, and now Coach Gibbons going to kind of clear the bench, so that's probably going to kind of do things, and I don't think they're going to foul anymore. Kuhn misses the first. Kuhn only has a couple of threes in the second half, but they were big ones for Springs. And we may rehash some of that when we get to our post-game show. Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show starts in 1 minute and 12 seconds. So make sure you stick around for that. And second free throw for Kuhn is good. And Tate Chouf's going to come in. He's going to replace John Kuhn. And if this result holds, it looks like it's going to. Probably see if we can talk to Noah Mowell after the game. Talk to Coach Krieger out there. Also see if we can chat with Coach Gibbons as well and talk about his group's effort this evening as well. That's missed, and we're going to take under 1 minute to go here with Krusik into the front court for Springs. Down to the corner with Tate Choufs. And a substitutionary timeout, so we're going to keep it right here to get Mowell off the floor and bring on Braden Freund.
Also checking in Tyler Hoffman.
And Hoffman's going to come in too. Tyler Hoffman's going to trot back out there. So emptying the bench out just about for Springs. Tate Chouf's going to trigger it in. And 50 seconds left as Baker gets into the front court. So an opportunity for both these kind of some guys that maybe don't get in to get an opportunity to get a run out and show at least some good hustle and things of that nature. Owen Mulder into the game for the Crusaders for the first time tonight, as is Landon Smits. So pretty much everyone's going to get in on both sides. Just about, not quite everyone. Here goes Tate Choufs. Bounce pass into Vandersanden, and he has the hook shot, missed it. Another offensive rebound for Vandersanden, and a good block from behind for Billy. Brant Billy into the front court. Crosses over, hands off, down to the corner. This is Smits. Here's a triple on the way. Looked good, but it was just a little bit short. Rebound fought for. Tate Choufs collects for Springs. 3-2-1, and that's going to do it here from CWC. Springs able to get a 66-53 win against CWC, the Ledgers over the Crusaders. Coming up, we got our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. We'll give you final statistics. We'll talk about the game. We'll talk to some of the impact players and coaches. All of that when we return. You're watching RP Video Sports.
And Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun, to talk about the meat raffle coming up on Sunday. Great cause and a Christmas tree. That looks pretty too.
Yeah, well, it's a little bare right now. We need to sell some ornaments. The food pantry of Waupun is going to get the recipient of the meat raffle this week. We're also going to be selling ornaments. $1 minimum donation to get an ornament on the tree. You can spend $20 on it if you want. Everything's going right to them. The food pantry gets the proceeds from the meat raffle this week.
What about some great gift certificate opportunities here?
If you don't feel like shopping, you can stop down here and buy a gift certificate from us. And for every $30 you spend, you get a one-topping 12-inch pizza that you could also give away as a gift if you wanted to, or you could keep it for yourself and have a good pizza.
Coming up on Monday night, Packers and Giants should be a good one, right?
Should be a good game. I mean, it's getting to be an exciting season all of a sudden, kind of out of unexpected things, but they're playing well, and we'll always have everybody here. Shirt special on Monday night to go along with the game, so come check it out.
Steve with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street, Waupun. Thanks, buddy. Have a good week.
You too. Thanks, Nick.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Wisconsin, known for dairy in this great state. Saputo, known for excellence. You have a rare opportunity to join the Saputo USA award-winning team. Why Saputo? Starting wages at over $22 per hour, 8 and 12-hour shifts. Premiums for certain shifts, too. Saputo also offers great vacation and retirement opportunities for full-time hires, plus a $1,500 sign-on bonus. Log on to saputo.com and click on Careers. The Waupun Saputo is located just outside of Waupun in Alto.
And Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun, to talk about the meat raffle coming up on Sunday. Great cause and a Christmas tree. That looks pretty too.
Yeah, well, it's a little bare right now. We need to sell some ornaments. The Food Pantry of Waupun is going to get the recipient of the meat raffle this week. We're also going to be selling ornaments. $1 minimum donation to get an ornament on the tree. You can spend $20 on it if you want. Everything's going right to them. The Food Pantry gets the proceeds from the meat raffle this week.
What about some great gift certificate opportunities here?
If you don't feel like shopping, you can stop down here and buy a gift certificate from us. And for every $30 you spend, you get a one-topping 12-inch pizza that you could also give away as a gift if you wanted to, or you could keep it for yourself and have a good pizza.
Coming up on Monday night, Packers and Giants should be a good one, right?
Should be a good game. I mean, it's getting to be an exciting season all of a sudden, kind of out of unexpected things, but they're playing well, and we'll always have everybody here. Shirt special on Monday night to go along with the game, so come check it out.
Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street, Waupun. Thanks, buddy. Have a good week.
You too. Thanks, Nick.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Are we back? Back here for the post-game show. Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show here on RP Video Sports. And joining me right now is Noah Mowell. Noah's our BCI Burke Player of the Game. Log on to burkecareers.com today. That's BURKE careers.com. Log on to Burke. Start your career with them today. Noah, you had to know this is a good, maybe neither of you quite at the heights you were last year, rankings-wise, but you had to know this is a tough team, tough place to come play, and it's a good program. What's the mindset for you coming into a game like this?
I mean, we know they're going to be hard. They have some guys that are bigger than us. We, of course, are lacking size, well, height-wise at least, so we know we got to get rebounds, and rebounds lead to points, I guess, and that's all we got to do.
How fun is it to play against a guy like Hoekstra?
I mean, he's really competitive. He's really good. I mean, of course, he pushes us to our max, I guess, and it makes the best out of us.
Talk about the guys around you, right? John Kuhn and Ben Baker and some of those guys and their ability to get you into good situations.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good at that. They're outside perimeters. They can look for a shoot right away, but if I'm open down low there, of course, they're going to look there and they get the ball to me.
Defensively, where does it start for you guys defensively in terms of what you guys are looking to do to opponents?
We're just going to try to stop them from going middle, because if we stop them from going middle, we break down the court 50-50, and it makes me go one side or the other, and it's easier to break down.
Last question. This was really your first tough test on the boards tonight, right? You guys have dominated everyone on the glass. How good was it to see that you guys can survive a physical team like this and continue on and dominate the glass?
Yeah, of course, we knew it was going to be tough coming in. They have one guy that can really jump out of the gym, basically, so we have to box him out for sure. And they have other two guys that are above 6'2", so they're, of course, going to be harder, but, of course, we got it done at least.
Noah, 66-53 win, 18 points for you. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
There you go. That's Noah Mowell here on the Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Appreciate him stopping by, and we'll see if we can catch up with Coach Gibbons and or Coach Krieger here in the postgame show. Just again to give you some statistics from our BCI Burke Player of the Game, Noah Mowell. If we could track blocks and we could track deflections and things like that, things of that nature, rebounds, he just does it all for St. Mary Springs. But 18 points here tonight is the important thing offensively for St. Mary Springs this evening. So they get the win here this evening. We'll see if we can wait for Coach Krieger to come out of the locker room here, and we'll ask Coach Gibbons if we can grab him here. Hey, Coach, can we do a quick Radio Plus interview quick? Yeah. He's up there. All right, here with Coach Gibbons. And, Coach, you knew probably coming into this game, I mean, last year the heights of the team, maybe it's a little different this year, at least rankings-wise, but you had to know these are still two good programs, still two good teams. What's the mindset for you guys coming into playing a non-conference game like this?
I schedule this game for us so we can compete at a high. Springs is, a terrific program, and it's good for us. I have a lot of new guys, but we're still pretty good. So it gives us a true test of where we're at and what we need to work on.
What does Springs do so well that gave you guys maybe a little trouble tonight?
Well, it's their ball pressure. They really take you out of your offense and what you want to do, and it's hard to replicate that in practice. You can't. You try, but it's difficult. So for us to go through that, hopefully, and obviously it's going to help us down the road in big games. Hopefully we can compete in conference yet, and come playoff time, this is something we can draw experience on.
Talk about the battle tonight. It was fun to watch as a neutral from Noah Mowell and Hoekstra. Obviously, Brock finishes with 23. I think we had him for his ability to face an opponent like that and still have a lot of success. What does that say about him?
Brock's a great player. He's been playing for us for 3 years now, and Brock puts the time in. You can tell the kids have put some time in. He's high basketball IQ for us, and he knows how to bang with all of them and take advantage. Obviously, that other kid, he's a nice player, but Brock really brings something to the table too.
Last question for you. You mentioned Springs and their high-intensity ball pressure, but it's a lot similar to what you guys like to do. Did you like what you saw on the defensive side against a team that's really balanced and kind of tough to play defensively?
Yes and no. We did some really good things, and then there was that stretch in the first half when we got up 7, and then we gave up, I believe it was a 12-0 run. And that's where our inexperience really comes in. We can't give up those runs, and we really missed a lot of defensive assignments. So we'll watch film. We'll clean it up, hopefully, and get better from this.
I guess that's a good coaching game then, right? Some good, but still some things to go back to work on, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever told a team that, hey, we're good, and we'll just go to the next game. So plenty to work on, and, like I said, we'll get better from this. That's why we play these games. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next week.
Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes chatting with us. Appreciate it.
Yep, thanks for having me, and go Crusaders.
There you go. That is Coach Gibbons, and 66-53 the final score this evening. See if we can find Coach Krieger here. He's still wrapping things up with his team in the locker room. We can take a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you our final statistics, talk about the turning point in the game, and if we see Coach Krieger, we will track him down and certainly continue. Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show coming up right after this.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Back here, Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show on Radio Plus, and it's a 66-53 win for St. Mary's Springs Academy. Here with Coach Krieger. And Coach, just talked to Coach Gibbons, and he said, you know, the reason you schedule these non-conference games against tough, good programs, tough opponents is to hopefully help you later on down the line. What did your guys learn tonight?
Well, I think hopefully we learned that, you know, you got to start every game like you're playing a Laconia-type game, right? Which we did last Friday. That you can't look at school enrollment. You can't look at anything. You got to come in and play your game. And I don't think we did that right away. I thought, you know, CWC played really well, and it took us a while to get our bearings. And, you know, I didn't look at scorebook or anything, but you know, I think we eventually got there. Maybe that last 6 minutes of the first half and then into the second half, and we didn't play great, but you have to figure it out sometimes when you're not playing great. And, you know, I think our guys were surprised at how athletic a couple of their guys were. And, you know, their AD was talking about their new weight room, and you can definitely tell the CWC players look different than they did a couple of years ago, which is good for them.
I asked Coach Gibbons the same thing, but how fun is it? I mean, from a neutral, it was just a treat to watch Noah go at Hoekstra today. What do you think about that battle interior? Some good basketball got played there.
Yeah, and they were kind of giving each other the old body blows back and forth, and he had a Hoekstra. He had a really nice game. I told him that after the game, and he hit some tough shots, you know, including the bank from the wing, which he did not call. But no, it's good to see them guys going and, you know, having fun, beating each other up a little bit, and just one shot after the other. And, you know, it's a good competitive game and brought back some memories, you know, when CWC was in the flyway back, you know, a handful of years ago when we were playing in their other gym. And it's nice, you know, great people here at CWC.
Last one for you, Coach. The Marion University turning point to the game. You kind of mentioned it there. You guys were down by as many as either 7 or 9, and I think it was Coach Gibbons thought it was a 12-0 run that you guys went on at the end of that first half. How do you get your guy? I mean, is it just as simple as hitting shots, or what was the thing that spurred that? If you could point to one or two things.
Well, I think we started out with low energy today, and once you make shots, right, it should have nothing to do with your defense, but it does pick it up. And I don't know about 12-0, but I think one of our coaches said coming out it was a 14-2 run. So maybe it was 12-0, and then they had a run of 2-0. But you know, getting confidence. You know, when look at 2 out of our first 3 shots were blocked by Emba, you know, and they were blocked off the wall. So, you know, guys are kind of thinking, hey, what's going on here? So we had to get some confidence. We had to get some energy. Once we got the energy, we were okay. We weren't great, but we were okay. And, we had, you want to have a hard-fought game, and this one was hard-fought and should help us, prepare for Thursday's game at Lemira.
There you go. Like I said last week, hits keep on coming. Lemira on Thursday. You take the win here. Safe travels back home, Coach, and good win.
All right, take care.
There you go. That's Coach Krieger. 66-53, the final score. We told you about our Marian University turning point of the game. Log on to marianuniversity.edu to get started today. And the turning point in the game had to be that 12-0, 14-2, whatever it was. I think we called it a 14-2 during the game, a 14-2 run. But that was a big one for Springs. They take the lead and really, from that point on, never looked back. Some final statistics brought to you by Leb Insurance Group, your MedElite partner. We'll get it all set up here. Your MedElite partner, your MedElite membership is a safety net that helps protect your home, family, and lifestyle. Learn more with the Leb Insurance Group. And the big statistics, we'll just kind of hit our leading scorers here. 17 for John Kuhn, 18 for Noah Mowell. Those were the big hitters for Springs, as they often are. And then 23 for Brock Hoekstra. Those are the leading scores, 23 for Hoekstra, 17 for Kuhn, and 18 for Mowell. Those are your final statistics. And finally, wrapping up our Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show, AirTech presents the next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. Now, you can check out our full schedule on radioplusinfo.com. I'll just tell you this. I'll be at Laconia at the Pit on Thursday. We got a good one in the Flyway Conference. Springs beat Laconia on Friday. Earlier in the season, Springs lost to WLA. Those figured to be the top three teams in the Flyway. And Laconia and WLA hook it up on Thursday at the Pit, and I'll be along there on Radio Plus Info. So for Jeff and Cam back up there running the camera and in the booth, appreciate them. Appreciate all of you tuning in. All our sponsors up and down the line. Jordan King saying so long. This is the end of the Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank, Fox Valley Savings Bank. And that's going to do it right here from CWC. The final score, 66-53. Behind 18 points from our player of the game, Noah Mowell, Springs gets the win over CWC. Good night.
Edward Jones Representatives in Fond du Lac, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Fondy Family Dental, Baker Cheese.
Right Way Home Improvement, Quest Interiors, Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Taco Bell,
Bristol Morgan Bank, Coal, Oil and Propane, Pioneer Pit Stop, Marco Tax Service,
Pizza Ranch, the National Exchange Bank and Trust, Marine Park Technical College, Silica for your home,
Rademan Stone and Landscape, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Winfield Homes, Everson Law Office, Bob's Pizza,
AirTech, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal.